6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and stop. Okay, cross, knees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Hands on your waist, neck turning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Back and forth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, center, tilt to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and stop. Center, down, circular movements, 1, 2, 3, reverse, 1, 2, 3, center, hands up, pull in, inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, spread your feet. Okay, turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop. Okay, we'll stretch it out. Switch. 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 Switch, straighten the front knee. So if you're doing jeet kune, you need to stretch a bit, especially with those deep stances and those kicks. Switch. 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 Okay, center. Switch. Just go side to side. Okay, shake it out. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hands here. Ready, punch. Switch. 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 And center. Okay, hands here. Alternating. and sana. Edge of the hand. Switch. Sana, circular movements. Feet shoulder width. And sana. Okay, back fist. Switch. And sana. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open your toes. Ready? Up. And down. Up. Hold. And down. Relax the shoulders. Okay. So, actually shoulder width stance, we know how, typically how wide our shoulders are, but how do you measure that? It's usually done by putting your knees or your heels together, forming 90 degrees. So your feet are 90 degrees, so actually it should be bigger than that. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, so 90 degrees, pivot on the ball of your feet. That actually creates a shoulder width stance. So if you move one at a time, like this, we do this in Tai Chi as a drill, but we also do this in Kung Fu. All this pivotal stuff, this is 45, this is 45, this is 45. We go like this, we open 2, then you have 3.5 pivots to get the horse stance. So this is a form of measuring. So, you know, it's really something that it becomes pretty important as you progress, because getting hand accuracy isn't the only thing. You have to get the feet to work right. You have to get your torso to work right. So when we face centered like this, and we turn to the corner 45 degrees and turn to the corner 45 degrees, your torso can turn 45 degrees. I'm not talking about the hips. Typically when you see someone turn, the whole body wants to go in that direction. So every section of your body can be pivoting or calculating part of that turn. So, you know, some of the things I talk about is integration of body. So if this is 0 and we turn 45 degrees and I turn my feet, then that's how your body starts to turn more than 45 degrees. So to get a full 90-degree turn, this foot can turn all the way here, but your body's still only going to be 45 degrees, because that's this part. Until I turn my hips, then it starts to square. So you know, your body is connected. You can't really disconnect it, you know, literally disconnect. But we do disconnect it. We disconnect it by not allowing this hand to be locked here. Otherwise, when I draw the punch or the block, I'd do that, right? So you have to kind of disconnect it to get it to go here. So that's control. You have to learn how to maneuver your joints in order to override some of the tension in your body. If you don't override the tension in your body, then your movements are going to be stiff. Okay, so that's just, you know, what happens. It was a course of just learning and practicing. All right, so from here, we go into a horse stance. 1, 2, 3.5, and we're down. We bend our knees. This is about 45 degrees, in fact. Then the hands are here, and we punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Low block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close. High block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Close. All three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and close. Low block and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Close. Middle lock punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Okay. Let's do that all three again. 2, 3. Let's pass through center. Okay, so we go up like this and we come down through the center. We don't want to go like this and then not pass through center and just go like that. So you pass through center because that's one of the things that will happen. If your hand's up here, you're going to drop and protect your center. You don't want to, although we have this movement as well. That's a little bit different because that's called the sink the elbow, and you'll have that in the fourth form, right? Okay, pull back, push to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we go low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go center. 1, shoulder width. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extend, turn, sink, close. 1, 2, 3, and shake it out. Okay, hands up. Inhale. So you're going to hear a lot of terminology like center line, shoulder height, eye level, waist level, shoulder width. All of these are reference points. And the important thing is when you do your movements, there's a target, an imaginary target. So in doing form, it's literally virtual motion that has to be interpreted at some point. But when we use these reference points, because everyone is a different size here, it's best to reference yourself, right? So if we do a dragon claw goes to the middle, that's where it has to go. If we do a double palm or double punch or double thrust and it's shoulder width, it's really the square movements. When you do a high block, that's really a circular position. When you go to low block, that's a circular position. So these are position. It's the geometry of position. And I talk a lot about that because nothing's more accurate than your geometry of position. Your triangles, your circles, and your square positions. So the Seiping Ma, the horse stance, is actually called the square stance. When you go into the triangle stance, it's your leaning stance. So these are actually structures. So structures are actually what we capitalize on using our skeleton, and we manipulate our skeleton to create these different shapes, and these shapes are what we use as the defensive structures. When we strike with a punch, we just have to manipulate it so that we get the movement to come out to the end, so we get power or force to the end. If you're chopping, your focus should be here. So those are called focus points. When you target something, you have to focus on where that imaginary point is going to be. That's the point you relax and release, because you have to release the power at that point. There's no use putting power between here and here, because there's no contact. Your contact's going to be there, or if it's shorter, it's here. If it's shorter, it's here. If it's upward, it's here, like an uppercut. So that's why after you learn your sequence, you should focus your movements, because you have to learn to use your strength. Using your strength is really what we're trying to do. We're not using our dead strength. So what is dead strength? Or brute force strength? That's the kind of strength you use to lift dead objects. So in Kung Fu, we work with live strength. Live strength is adaptable. It moves. It's created, and it could be soft and it could be hard, depending on how you generate the force. So, but most of it, after you learn it, is generated by speed. So you really use speed versus mass. So we use speed and acceleration to accomplish, the end product, which is really the power and the punch. Okay, so let's get into a leaning stance. I'm going to do the front kick with the right leg. Right, so we're in a leaning stance. 1, 2, right? 1, 2. So where's the focus? Right there. Right there. Where's this hand? This is your defensive mode. So for every movement, you have both offensive and defensive movements, right? So we just don't do it randomly because we want to just move. We want to move with integrity, with structure. 1, 2. So we're in a leaning. 1, 2. But once we finish the punch and we're relaxed here, we're going to kick. But before we kick, we have to do this. We have to widen that little base, because after all, we're going to be standing on one leg. So if you're going to stand on one leg, you want to turn it out this way rather than leave it here. Even worse, to leave it here when you kick, right? So that's your anatomy. You have to be in a position in order to create the action here, and then kick. There's your front kick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let it go. Let the punch and kick go. So you don't want to hold your kick and put this kind of action in it. That's kind of stopping it. So this is what putting the brakes on is. Right? You're stopping the movement. What we try to do is get the punch to reach the end. So you have to train your ligaments and your tendons to reach the end of the movement, but you don't lock it out, because if you lock it out, you're going to damage your joint. So there's a point that it stops maybe shy of 100%. So when you go 1, 2, and you learn that here, you're controlling and conditioning the tendon, the timing, the ligaments to jab and not lock your elbow. Hyperextending the elbow, you're going to damage the joint. Hyperextending the knee, you're going to damage your knee. So you find that point and it releases, and then it comes back by itself. You don't have to pull it back. A mistake a lot of people make is try to pull the foot back. What happens when you pull the foot back? If you mistime the pull back, you pull your muscle, because the muscles up here, the quad's pulling your shin forward, and this has to let go, the back of your hamstring. So if you don't let it go, then it's going to resist. So if this pulls and this pulls, something's got to give. So that's why we stretch. That's why we have to create an action. So really, the extension movement is like a punch. Why do we hold the punch? There's no strength at the end of it. It's gone. When we throw a kick, it's gone. Kick, it's gone. So it appears to be fast going back. It's not because I pulled it back. It's because it returned as part of the course of the extension and relaxation. So that happens automatically. Okay, so let's just try a couple more and we'll switch legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and switch. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, heel kick, same, but this is a little bit more of a thrust, so you can push a little bit. 1, 2, push. 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 1, 2, and push. So get your knee up as high as you can. Keep it up about waist high. Kick doesn't have to go high, just horizontal. Okay, switch. So you bring your knee up, and it pushes. So the higher the knee goes, so the higher the kick will go. But 90 degrees is about max for a heel kick. Ready? 1. You can go higher, but just get shorter. Okay. So when you kick, try not to let your elbows go out. Keep your elbows down to protect your ribs. Okay, good. Switch. Okay. So let's do just a couple of stretches before we do the up and downs. Okay. Ready? Let's just do a few. 1, 2, up and down. 1, 2, up and down. 1, 2, up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, switch. Okay, going up and down. 1, 2, up and down. Up and sweep. Hand, swing down. You have a little bit of directional force on the backside too. The hands up, sweep, and down. Up, sweep, relax, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Swing. Swing. Okay, good. Shake it out. So important thing about stretching is don't fight it. Just let the muscle relax. Eventually, it starts to open up and it goes a little bit further. All right. Ready? Round kick. 1, 2. Get the knee around. 3, 1. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, center. Deep breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we'll line up over here. Do a few stretch kicks. Everything we're doing is building flexibility and coordination. Coordination's one of the biggest benefits about doing this stuff. You know, we have to move our hands, we have to move our legs, we have to move the hands. Always move as a relationship. You know what that means? It means you don't do one movement and do. So when you first learn, you punch and you pull back, right? Then later, you punch and you punch. Same as you uppercut, this hand does this. You punch, this hand does that. You do Kuen, both hands are moving. that's just the hands. We have to tie it to the legs. Once you tie it to the legs, you have to move your body. So that's the hardest part to teach. Well, the legs are difficult to teach, but the torso. So one of those will be the last to, cooperate. So maybe you want to move in a little bit, shift this way a little. Yeah. So okay. So what are we going to do? We're just going to do that, right? So this is pretty simple. We're going to take 2 steps. We're going to take a step. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 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 stretch. 1, 2, 3, stretch. Okay, good. So part of it is posturing. You want to keep a vertical torso. That's your spine. Part of it is holding your hands here, sustaining this while you only try to move the leg. Because this, as little as possible, you don't want to do this. Drop the hands. And you don't want to do all this stuff. It's just trying to control a vertical line, right? Do the best. The more flexible you are, the easier it is to do that. And the reason for that is because your body's all connected, whether you realize it or not. Because the ligaments, the connective tissue go all the way up. So if you're tight and you do this, and it goes down your back, it ends up doing this, right? Because it's pulling. So it doesn't allow you to do that, right? So that's why you have to override the tension in your body, right? There's systems in your body that keeps you in that rigid position. Okay, ready? Let's try it again. Okay. So Rose, you want to come up in front? That way, yeah, Ben will have someone to follow. Okay, ready? You're here. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 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 Okay, good. So actually, Rose is a pretty good sample. You can come out here and you can go this way just to show. See, she's very flexible. No, go this way, horizontally. Yeah. So you can see her foot goes almost to her forehead, but actually her legs are longer, so it goes over her head. So you watch 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's good form. That's what you would strive for. Not everybody can do that, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it at the end of today. It might take you a couple of years, or you may never ever get to do that. But the thing is, this is just a goal. You just have to work toward getting your body as flexible as you can. So it's, everyone's a little different, and we have different ages here, so age is a factor. Okay, let's go to this, right? So that's your slap kick, and we take a step and we slap. 1, 2, 3. You can do both sides, or you can do one side. Usually we do one side at it. Oh, okay. Alternating. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that just. So what do we do with this hand? This hand becomes a hook. This hand becomes a slap. This hand becomes a hook. This hand becomes a slap. So you're going to do this. Okay. So we would slap. 1, 2, 3. Slap. 1, 2, 3. And then and so forth. Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Point. 1, 2, 3. Point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn. Now typically a jump kick is only on your right side, so we're just going to do this with only the right leg. So you try to slap the laces on your shoelace, or your shoe, the shoelaces on your shoe. So you just try to hit the top. I just talk about the shoelaces because it's your instep really. But some people seem to like to hit the tip of their shoe. So you have to point your toe to get your instep to kind of protrude up like that. So then you're here, right? So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You step 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, good. Come back. So accuracy of movement is, it only has to really go about shoulder height. So when you go like this, and hit the foot. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Okay, shake it out. So one thing, when you go like this and your foot wants to do that, it's because it's binding in here, in the groin area, the hips. So try to relax the hip area and let that go. So you don't, so you can keep that foot down, because it has to relax. You know, all movements like this have to be letting go. This is the disconnect. You actually have to let your joints release. You know, tension is a conflict in movement. It's the tension in your joints. Okay, next, hands like this. And what are we going to do? Outside crescent kick, right, Aiden? How's that go? Outside crescent. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, see how he does that? Okay, so if this is new for you, don't overdo it. Just kind of do it slowly to try to get the coordination. But everybody ready, go. Turn. So your hips have to relax. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Turn. So that essentially is a crescent kick. You have this in here in the first form, right? You have that crescent kick. This is just doing it free form, and it's really it's called a crescent kick. A croissant kick. This curve is like a half moon. Okay, let's go to the inside crescent. All right, Brian, do an inside crescent. Let's see how it looks. So it crosses the body, right? Okay, it's okay. So even though this is a kick, you're really stretching out this, right? The hand goes across, and you're really getting this muscle, right? So ready? Take it through. Take your time. Go. Ready? 1, 2, slap. Hands like this. Yeah. 1, 2, slap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, good. Okay, deep breathing. Okay, now the most basic jump kick is the front kick, right? Front jump kick. So, and now the way we practice that, we're going to be taking a skip step and then do that first movement as a launch. We don't have to do the kick, we just do the step, right? So you do a shuffle step and a step and leap. So you have to go vertical, don't go that way. You're taking step 1, then you're going to go up. Take a step, 1, 2. If you add your hands, 1, 2, that's what, okay. Okay, so what you're doing is learning how to launch into a movement. You're kind of running and going to a movement. So you're here, 1, 2, 3, right? So you try. It takes a little coordination. It's still footwork. It's it's an agility move, but it also gets you to kick up. Ready? 1, 2, go. Okay. 1, 2. 2. Okay. So while you're taking off of here, you want to lift this knee like you're doing a knee strike and then point your toe down. Right. Okay. Let's try it again. Ready? Skip. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, and lift. Okay. So Max and you guys are working on the jump kick, right? So Max, why don't you come up front? Rose can come up front here. Max, you can go over here. Okay, on this side. So you guys are gonna lead the jump kick. So you can just do a series of them down. Take a break. Ready? So we're here. We're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, and then slap. 1, 2, 3, and go. Whoop. Okay. 1, jump off the kick. You kick with the same leg as you jump. Okay. Yeah. So if you do this and you try to kick like this, you're gonna fall on your butt. So that's why I always stay behind you, because you're ready to. So you're jumping off this and switching to this. You use the same leg that you launch, get that knee up, and then you switch in the middle. So watch, Max, you can do it. Ready? 1, 2. You see how he does it again? Ready? 1, 2, lift. Then so while he's kicking, he has that other foot coming down to land. The people that really go high, that other foot's not there to land. It stays up, then you land. But you need a lot of height. Right, you want to try it? Ready? Ready? 1. Yeah, okay. Again, ready? Iris. Okay, Aiden. I know they've been already doing this for a while, so. Okay. Brian? Yeah. Okay, that's good. You just missed the foot, that's all. But it was good. He's got a lot of height there because he's pretty strong. A lot of explosiveness there. All right, we'll line up. Go through 5 stances. Though that's northern drills. We have southern drills and northern. So the 5 stances are southern drill because we're working more of the stuff that we do in the southern forms. Okay, ready? 5. So you've got. So Ben, you guys started that. You got up to 3 positions. So just follow along. Maybe Carlos on that side. Aiden will go that side. Okay. So ready? We can step up a little bit. Give us a little room. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sink. Close. You can salute or you close. In the form we close with a salute, but in this because we're just in a position. 1, open. Sliding step. Punch and pause. Get a good leaning stance. Right. Next. 1, 2, horse punch. Okay, cross step, lower back fist. Okay, turn, back fist. Okay, twist step. Punch, twist. Reverse. Next, 1. Hop. Uppercut. Close. 1. Sliding step. Punch. Next step. Punch, pause. Good stance. 1, 2. Corner back fist, upper back fist. Drill. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Uppercut. Close. Okay, next. 1. So we do this 4 times. Ready? Sliding step punch. Reach behind. Draw, step through. Punch. Cross stance. Dragon flaps his tail. So you cross and strike. Spin. Upper back fist. Circular movement. Step. Punch and twist your body. Reverse. Reverse lean. Lift. Hop. Uppercut. Close. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, deep breathing. So because most of us learn from watching and mimic and pick up the visuals, what's the best way to learn, or at least pick up on, is to see it, right? So seeing good form or seeing what appears to be the best execution would be what you would want to watch, and then capture that, that little video in your brain that's live. So different people have different strengths and weaknesses, but I'm going to ask Rose to do the 5 stances, and the newer people can watch, and then I'll point out things, and then I'll ask someone to do one specific movement there. So do the 5 stances first. So important to get your stances, the power to the end of the movement, hands and legs ending at the same time. So that's really what skillful movements are, right? So ready? And the eyes follow the hands. Ready? Begin? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. 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 Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, Max. Let's do corner back fist, cross stance. So yeah, spin, upper back fist. Okay. Now the next move, change. Good. Next move, lift up. No, this one. Yeah, reverse stance. Yeah, reverse stance. Good. Okay, lift. So hold this position. So what you want is this hand here. You want this hand to actually be here. Right. And our next movement is critical. Ready? Go. 1. Okay. You see how he flipped his hand over? So when he does this, you have to flip it over because that's your cutting hand. And then it comes in. So you don't want to do this and forget this arm. Right. So that's important. Right. Okay. Brian, do this movement like we have in the second form, but face that way. It's a chun kyo. When we have to cross step this and this. Yeah. Okay. So she'll do it. Show them this way. Okay. Ready? 1. No. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it from here. All right. Ready? 1, 2. Okay. Pause. Pause here. Okay. So I got to make a little adjustment here. He's a little tight here because he's showing his lats. Okay. So so your body should twist like that. This is short. This is long. This is misaligned because if I do this, he's going to fall backwards, even if he tenses. Okay, now he goes like this, extend, and turn, sink in the stance. No, leave it stiff, tighten it, ready? Because he's turned, he has structure integrity because the strength goes into his leg. So posture is very unique. It has strengths and weaknesses. So when you go through your form, or you're going through your 5 stances, your goal is to find the strength and weaknesses of those positions. So when I'm here, I'm like this. When I'm spinning, I'm like this. This is like this. I have to correct my body. This you have to turn. This is important. Don't stop it here. Okay, so these are, it's advice, but it's also a correction. So examples are the best for you to see, because when we talk about it, it might not always click. Okay, so anybody have a question, especially new people? Ben, you have a question on any of those? Jasmine, anything? No? This, yeah. Reverse the stance, yeah. How much do you twist? 45 degrees. Okay, do it again, yeah. Go into the position. Reverse lean, yeah. Okay, let's do that reverse lean again. Oh, no, do the reverse lean. So actually, Jasmine's overturned. This foot should be here. A little more. Okay, now that's like an offset horse, right? Then you sit back. Now, the difference between this leaning stance is that this is a lean, this is a lean. This leaning stance you hit there, this is the one that you do when you close the form. When you're in the second form, or you do this one, when you go like this, your hip is actually open. So it's a reverse lean like this. So it's more like a horse stance pushing this way. This is actually twisted into a leaning, and then this doesn't work with this hand position. So the amount that you open in your hip varies the position in your stance. So that's the body form. See, there's 5 coordinations we have, right? The hands, the eyes, the waist, the posture, and the stance. So the posture is that. The waist is what connects the upper to the lower, and your footwork is your legwork, your stances. So stances isn't just the horse, the leaning, the cross stance, suspended stance. It's the transition, the step in a direction. This is stance. This is stance. So this is what we have to understand. So you have to understand from the soles of your feet to the top of your head, to achieve in body posturing and integration. All right. So when you're in this position, you have to, because you're in the so you're here. You reverse, go to your offset, go to your lean. So this is just going from here to here. Don't turn, because that's the overturn. Now when you're here, did you have another question? When you're here and you punch, you reverse. How this lands and changes, because your setup is what's going to determine how your feet are going to be in the next position. So that's sort of the next stage of tweaking your form. When you master your form, it goes down to your footwork. It's not the sequence above, because the sequence above is easy to learn, and a lot of you have really gone through a lot of form already. So, okay, so let's move on. Right, let's move on to first form. Run through that. Try to get that footwork working. Okay, Carlos, lead it. No, how's your squatting stance? Is it okay? Do you want someone else to do it? Yeah. All right, ready? First form. Try to stay together. Okay, so we get our body to work through sequential movements, and that's forms. Ready? Go. 1, 2, salute. Bend, pivot. High, low. Dragon. Okay. And step back. Hook. Uppercut. Okay, keep going. Stay with Carlos. Do you want to work with them in first form a little bit? Just you can do the salute. They did 5 stances already, unless they need help with that. Are you okay with the 5 stances? Okay, she can fix that, and then work a little on the salute, and which you probably done already, and maybe high, low, the posture, just the postures. Don't even have to string it together. High, low, dragon, to identify the postures. Yeah. Okay, Ben, you're gonna go over there with your dad. Okay. Okay, so this form actually is, because you've done it so much, the timing's pretty good, basically, right? Okay, let's move to second form. And, okay. Ready? Okay. All right, Aiden, you can. So, I like to have different people lead the form. It builds confidence also, is one of the things that we do in performances. It gets the nervousness out of your system. And confidence is really knowing, right? When you have confidence, you're not worried. Taking a test is the same way. When you're most nervous is when you didn't study. But if you study and you know it by heart, then you really don't have to actually think about it. You just go in and do it. Okay, ready? Hup, go. 1, 2, 3. Two, push. Remember, there's clarity in motion. And punch. Eyes follow the hands. Dragon, cross step, turn, back fist, scoop, press, kick. That's it. Okay, it's good. We'll work on that. Ooh, crossover. And push. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Scholars trying to work Kenneth and Rue. They in second form. They can come over here. You guys want? I think they're a little confused with the butterflies.
Oh, okay.
So maybe pick it up from the butterflies, square that away, and then go back. And we can shift over here. You're on fourth form, right? Okay. So we'll move over here. So Max, you're on fourth form? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys, you can go through third, fourth, and fifth, and then work together. Irish, you want to take them through the forms, and we'll go through. Third form. You can go through third form first. Ready? Yeah, come over here. Yeah, move over here. Move down here. Max, you do third. Everybody do third. Right here. Yeah, we're gonna run through third first. Yeah, because if we go straight into go up here. If you don't, Jasmine, you can go up here. Okay, ready? We just made a little bit of a shift. We have room. Okay. So you're gonna get that side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Remember the timing we developed last week? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Pull. High. Ginger knuckle. Scoop. Sink in the stance. Hop. 1, 2. Lunge. Catch your elbow. 1, 2, 3. Punch. Pull. Push. 1, 2, 3. Scoop. Turn. Sweep. 1. Sweep left. Sweep left. Hop. Oh, 1 hop. Jump kick. 1. Left. Right hook. And pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Turn and close. Okay. Okay, let's face the mirror for a second, right? We're like this. 1. Step up. Right hand, fist. 2. So later on, when we do the hook, it's the left side. This one's the right side. And then when we take that first step into that corner, we drop. And then this has to come like this. You see my hand splitting like this? Lift. And then we go like this, split. Now don't go too long. Keep it in here. So we go this way, lift. We go this way, lift. Go this way, lift and hold. So this, yeah, lift. So try not to This one? Fold a little bit, yeah. Because what you want to do is hook. See, when you hook, see your wrist, if you go like that, this becomes a hook. When you go like this becomes a hook. So the purpose of a hook is to catch. The purpose of a bent wrist is to catch, right? The purpose for this is to do this, right? So if I do this, right? If I go like this, boom, that's a kick to the knee. When I go like this, that's boom, that's a launch to the leg, right? So when you go 1, 2, maybe you're trying to kick this foot. I go like this, right? And then boom, I can come back, or I can go like this. I can turn when you come here, and I lift. Avoid here, maybe I kick like that. See? Yeah, catch. And you avoid. Well, like this. See, you give me your arm. This is the mantis, right? So if I go like this, I don't need to do this. I just need to do this. If you push on my hand, I do this. If I put this here, you go down. If I go like this, it's a break. So, right. Yeah, but it's a stylistic. The mantises always do this. So the mantis, the fingertips are like this. So if I go like this, or like this, and I turn like this, this is like this because they're going to poke you in the eye with that finger.
Yeah, but why it's this because so
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. Hunga's the same way. Why do we do that? Right? This creates the style of different. But also, if I go like this, and you grab my hand, then I have my finger. That's what you're talking about. That. Yeah. So this creates a position. I grab here. I use my finger. You see, and if I turn like this and I press like that, then the grip goes down. So the hand like this, mantis, this actually is a block too. If I go like this is a block. So you can use the forearm like this as well. You just have to bear in mind that your forearm is called a bridge. A bridge is a connection between you and your opponent. So this is a bridge. This is all movements using your forearm becomes a bridge. A high bridge, a medium bridge, a low bridge. Some have closed hands, some has open hands, some is the back of the forearm, some is the top of the forearm. It depends on what you're using. So, all right, let's go. Where were we? That. Right, this. Then when you do the third one, you go to the elbow. So when you go to the elbow, you want to roll your shoulder so it's tight, and then you punch. Punch, punch. This comes right up, and this follows. So look at your hand. This shoulder is in line, right? And then when you uppercut, your next movement is going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and chop. So you should be a little bit twisted more to the front. Yeah, like that. And because this is a focus point, right? Tuck your thumb in like this. Then you have strength here. And more, yep, like this. And sit. So sit here, like this. So Max, you have to sit back into your stance. So you're in a leaning stance. If you're in a leaning, sit back and hook this foot. So you see, sit. Yeah, like that. And turn. So the more, yeah, like that. Focus here. Tuck your thumb in like that, right? And relax, open the fingers a little. Now you feel the strength here. You close your fingers, you feel the strength there. So how you configure your hand changes the focal point or the focus point of that. So you're really coming a little bit down. Your neck chop should be here, right? So you're chopping to here. Okay, next, hook, left hook. So you're gonna, right? And then sink your elbow to do the back fist. Okay, pull back. 1, 2, 3, pause, lunge. Okay, turn and close. Turn, elbow up, open, fold, and down. So you look in the mirror, it goes 1, 2, 3, right? Turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how we close the form. You know, a lot of little nuances and detail to get into the, quality of movement. All right, let's run through fourth form. Then you can, ready? Eyes staring straight ahead. Irish, you want to do fourth? Lead fourth. Okay, ready? Begin. Slowly, take your time. Right, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try to stay together. Get your stances. Okay, run through those and then do fifth form, right? Okay, Andrew, come over here. We'll go through what you remember in the fourth form. Do you remember much? You remember a lot in the fourth form? Have you started it? Yeah. Okay. So he did quite a bit of it, actually. How far did you get? Did you up to trap your hand in Tiger Claw? Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do it together with the salute, right? We don't have a mirror here right now, but 1, 2, salute, 1, 2, then open, right? Cross. So you cross, lift up, wrist block, thrust, sink, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. 1, trap, cut, palm, short punch, turn back, 2 punches. Okay, then you do the other side. Trap, cut, palm, punch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, is that how far you got? Or yeah. So how you feel with that? Okay, how do you feel? You pretty good with that? You feel okay? So then your next movement after you get that, you're back to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're here. 1, 2, 3. Put your right hand on top. Press forward. Open. Wrist curl, just like when we do that, right? So 1. So we're here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now we're gonna go this way. Palm to the chin. This way, palm to the chin. Then we do 3 palms to the side. 1 on the side. 2, 3. Then we go 1 to the middle. To the middle. To the middle. Okay. And then it changes, but let's do that first. Okay. Is this new? All new? Yeah. So it's a lot of sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you got that? Okay. This is a cover block like a tiger claw, like a claw. Palm to the center. Cover. Palm to the center. Then we're going to do 3 to the sides. Hook, palm, hook, palm, hook, palm, hook, middle, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually a different movement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's hook and palm, hook and palm, hook and palm. So do sets of 3, right? Okay, ready again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that again, right? So you remember that. Go from the beginning or just that section? Let's just do that section, right? 1, 2, 3, press, parallel, cover, palm. Okay, so hold that for a second. So this is to the chin here. Then the other side, chin, yeah, but it's to the slightly to the corner, not directly to the side. Now the next one goes right over there. Ready? Hook and palm. And this is waist level. Little lean, yeah. And then do the other side. Hook and lean, waist level. So these all go to the belly. Ready? Turn and push. Get a good leaning stance. All right? And then that, so you're on that side now. Now you're going to hook and come to the middle. 1, 2. Yeah, make a, yeah. Now you have strength here. When you get your fingers like that, there's no, yeah, you feel that? So you feel more strength there. And one more. 1, that's the third one. There's 3. There's 1, right here, almost to the chin. 2, and 3. So you do a set of 3. All those are sets of 3. You do 2, left and right, 3, and then 3. And they just alternate, right? So you're here, right? 1, 2. There's your first 2. Then you do 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you do on the left side. 1, 2, and 3. So this is kind of a palm going up. So it could go all the way to the chin, or it can come up and hit you right in the solar plex. It could be just boom. It's a kind of a rising, and you're striking with that, right?
Yeah, it's like a nice like wake up.
Right. Boom. Okay. And then after that, did you learn more than that? Did you remember it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. So we'll stop there. So it's these are thrusts like this, eye level. So it's kind of a poke. So it's kind of like if it's coming in, you're kind of intercepting, and then coming in before to the face. It's different from high. A high block is purely defensive, right? Mostly defensive. This is more of an offensive, defensive, intercepting the motion, and it's angular like that, right? So it's got to be perfectly timed, but it kind of intercepts, and then you slip in there. And when you do that, you might have to duck a little bit because you want to avoid this. You might shrink your head a little bit this way, yeah. So you might kind of like just go in. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just practicing. You do 3 of those. You start, yeah. So everything is cycling. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. On these they just stay open like this. On these they hook and palm, hook and palm. These they hook and palm, hook and palm. These stay out like this. The first 2. Yeah. Okay, try to run through from the beginning. Go all the way from the beginning so you can remember all that. That's a lot of form. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. Go from the beginning. Salute. Okay. Step back. Open the stance, bend, 1, 2. So you open when you bend. Right leg first, left leg. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to your left. Thrust. Sink. Go to your right. Yeah. Back to center. Thrust. Close. Close. Then your next movement. 1. Turn. Trapping hand. Adjust your foot. Trap. Cutting hand. Turn to horse. Turn to horse though. So when you're here, right? 1. You're here. Turn to horse. Turn to leaning. Always make a leg transition. 1, 2. Turn your horse to leaning. Back to horse. To leaning. Punch. To horse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3 times to the side. 3 times to the side. 3 times to the middle front. Okay. Poke, poke, and poke. Okay, so it's a good place to stop and then so you're going to memorize that, and then next time you come, we're going to add some more and then finish this side. Okay, good. Practice it on your own, maybe just to get memorized so you can take it home. Coming along, look pretty good. Yeah. Lose all your energy, right? If you're doing it fast, it takes a lot of. Oh yeah, that could be why. Did you eat? Did you eat? You had lunch? Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. You got something going. Are you in class live or you just everything virtual?
What?
Are you in school right now, virtual or? Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, that's tough. That makes you tired already.
Yeah, but sometimes I can work while in class, work out while in class, so
Yeah.
I just do it in silence, just keep my camera off, mic off, but they're starting to make policies to turn on your camera, so.
Yeah, that's because they don't know if you're there.
Yeah, but next quarters are gonna make us turn on camera.
Yeah. Okay, you want to just check to see if your eyes are open.
Yeah, sometimes teachers will call you out.
You could fall asleep pretty easily. It's like watching TV.
I'm lucky because my last name starts with W, so I think the cameras, so there's a display, and there's like our YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
Camera. I think like at the bottom, so I don't need to worry, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
all the time. True.
Well, how many people in the class?
Like
20?
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it's 20.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 10.
It's pretty hard to learn.
The people there are just weird.
Yeah.
They were acting studious, but
Yeah. It's hard to get. Like it's hard to even ask questions. And you don't know what everyone's thinking. Like if you're in a live class, you can see how everybody's kind of responding. Like, you think they're learning it or they're not learning it? This way, you really can't tell. So it's only you that's picking it up. And it's just like this. I teach some Zoom classes.
I can do 5 minutes video of myself for 5 minutes, and if you play that and replay that, I have to make the least movements because it's probably movement detectors.
Mhm.
And also mic detectors.
Mhm. So do they record the classes?
I don't think they're recording it, but I could wear a mask.
Yeah.
And like, say if they call me, I can just turn on the microphone and just speak and just turn it off and just let the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that would actually work.
Well, everyone's mic's supposed to be off until you. Otherwise, there's too much feedback.
Yeah, but they wouldn't try both of them.
Yeah.
That would be in the video.
Yeah. Well, when they call on you, yeah.
It depends. There's many ways
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't want to avoid it because I don't want to like mess up my grades.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to learn as much as you can because it's virtual, so it's not going to be 100%.
Yeah, they also changed the schedule. So school you said start at like 7:15, not until like 9.
So we'll run through it again one more time. Yeah. Do it slowly. Don't kill yourself. Save it for you know a performance or something. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. So you see, on Fridays, you see Sabrina and Sarah. They help you guys out with this, right? Yeah, yeah, they did this a lot. When they were. But it's good.
I can't really do this legal without my hands.
Yeah, well, you learn how to turn your waist, your body. You're turning your shoulders, and then your body will go. If you just can't turn your legs and the upper body, be still. You have to wind up your waist. So the important thing is get your body involved, because your body, if you wind up your waist, it's like a spring. Then your leg will unwind with it. But if you just rely on your leg, then it's going to be hard to get it around. Where'd the mic go? Here it is. Oh. So, anyways, we did a lot today. All the structures and stuff.
Yeah. By the way, my voice is sore from before and also now because on Sunday I ran like 1.6 miles.
Oh yeah, you on the track? You on the track team?
What?
You on the track team?
No, I had to go to the church and go back because I thought confirmation class was there, but no.
So you're Christian? You're Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's the church?
It's near my old school, which is in Brighton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how's Woody doing? Is he doing online at all?
Yeah, he's doing completely online, but most of his school is going hybrid. He's one of the few kids who stick at home.
Oh yeah.
And all the other kids are going in. It's a pretty massive middle school, though. I don't think it's a great idea for him to go hybrid. But
Yeah.
All the Boston public schools,
Shut down?
they're all graded. Most of the high schools are like C's on niche, except the ICU schools, which I got my butt saved by going in one of those schools. And then, like, Bright High, they have like kids who are part of like gangs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was like a stab in there, so
Yeah.
definitely on my list.
the local news are always interesting. There's always a stabbing on the local news.
Yo, but if you check niche, like Newton, South, North, they're all always like A's, but like Boston public school system
That's why I
is
live in
just
Boston.
terrible.
That's why I live
Yeah.
in Boston. For public schools, yeah. It's that's just so weird.
There's like kids who take weed and like psychedelics and vape.
Kids do that in my school too. It's just like
Yeah, but they're also party animals too.
How you doing? So Kim, how they doing? Pretty good? Chun kill, scoop, uppercut. How you doing, Ben? Hey, he's got.
Good. I talk on the other side just
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because if they ever take minors class, they'll have to do it on both sides.
Then it becomes a major class. Look good, looking good.
Oh yeah, you can buy my worker routine for $1 a month. Fine, free?
I'm not gonna
Yo,
use it.
what do you
It's
mean
a
you
waste
don't
of
use it?
invisible money.
I got shredded in 10 months. You feel same.
I don't really want to get shredded. I'm
You get shredded like me.
cool as I am.
He's under my program. You're on my program, right? It's good, right? You like it.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you like it, right? You like the results, right?
There hasn't been a improvement.
Yeah, but you don't get the abs like me, bro.
Yeah, I'm confident.
And once you turn 16, you
There
can
are
work
some
out
Oh.
with me.
I don't know. Whatever. Let's do 2-person form.
All right, ready?
Let's go.
Got out early, huh?
What's that?
Got out early.
Early?
Oh, I mean, usually Tuesday. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, bow out. Chun Cheurng. Yeah.
Isn't it?
One.
Isn't it?
The other
isn't it
other side first.
tapping
Other side
back
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here and then up?
So when you do this,
something else you're doing.
straight,
Is that
straight. Don't.
low, middle?
It's a stroke like this. It's like a question mark, or chin like 1,000. The character of 1,000 is a chin. It's called a Tian Du Xiu. In Cantonese, Tian Ju Xiao. Chin. Okay, we're gonna line up, bow out. What was that? Hi. What was that? You had a question?
No, it was just my.
We're doing the triangle
Oh,
over the
okay.
2-person set.
Oh, okay. All right, ready? We'll bow. Hup. All right, good. See you next week. Or see you Saturday or Friday. So so next week we're closed Thanksgiving and Friday. And then Saturday we have classes. So we have classes Saturday, but Thursday and Friday we usually shut because sometimes if people have family or whatever, for the. So then, and then on Saturday you can burn it off.